PL Show, Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, y'all. I'm going to go through an unboxing of our new Denon AVR-S750H. Give you my review of it after having this for a week, testing that with both Polk speakers and Kish speakers, and tell you whether or not I recommend it. First off, we got a refurbished unit. So this unboxing will give you a sense of what comes in the box, because I realize, when people buy things that are used, which is really what refurbished is, it's used stuff.
Right.
It's always a little scary. You don't know if they're going to package it well, if it comes with everything. And I would say they did a really good job with the packaging. It honestly looks like the original box. It comes with all the stuff you see here, which includes all the cables, all the different sort of doohickeys you connect in, from the FM signal to the AM signal. And also comes with a microphone and this foldable stand that you put together for this really cool feature that they have, which I will get into, which will optimize your audio per your room design. Now, if you're wondering about the specs for this baby, first off, it's a 7.2 channel surround sound system, which means that it can support up to 7 different speakers.
Wow.
Plus 2 subwoofers. That's what the 0.2 is. We have hooked up right now as a 5.2. In other words, I actually haven't bought the extra 2 speakers. Haven't decided if I want to make a true surround sound and put it all the way around, or I want to point them up at the ceiling and do a Dolby Atmos effect type of thing where you bounce it off the ceiling. That's the next upgrade I'm going to work on next. It also has 4K resolution. That's the minimum you should go for today, people. You don't want to go for anything less. The newer version of this does support 8K, which is the 760. I believe it's even on sale for like at Costco, but the only difference between this and that really is that supports 8K, and it's just one outlet that supports 8K. This unit, I got it for about $350 refurbished, right? So it's a lot cheaper, a couple $100 cheaper compared to the full price of this or the upgraded 8K version. So I think the trade-off is worth it. 75 watts per channel, and we tested this baby. I pushed it up to about an 85 volume. I believe you can go up to 100. At that point, your windows will rattle because we got 2 subwoofers. Trust me. It rattles. It's loud and it feels good. It's not loud in a way it's distorted. It feels so full. The sound, just great. Now realize a lot of it depends on the speakers. This thing has all the digital effects, right? So if you want Dolby Atmos, you're right. If you want DTS, even supports eARC, which you really need today if you want to hook up with your TV. A lot of new TVs have eARC. All that is saying is that it's a 2-way signal into your HDMI, so you can control, the signal back and forth with a TV controller, and you can hook up your PlayStation to it, and you want it. Trust me, it's great. And it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so if you want to just hook up your phone, project it on.
That's really good.
It's very, very useful, very easy to set up. But you can stream audio from all sorts of radio stations from around the world. I never realized this was a thing, because radio, who listens to radio more? I will now, because this thing supports it.
Wow.
It's really, really cool. If I want to listen to music from Turkey,
I
totally can.
Awesome. Wow. We should do that. Try international music.
I already did, and it works beautifully.
What?
Like every back of the system that you see in these receivers always looks daunting. My wife looked at this and like, oh no, I'm stuck. Yeah, you're going to get that same feeling. It's honestly very complex, right? Mainly because if you think about it, right, 7.2 surround sound system,
a lot.
right? That's 7 speakers plus 2 silver. So that's already 9 outlets, but it's double for lighting because you'll have a left and right.
Yeah, the red, the black wire.
So right there, you got about 15 different things you got to connect into.
Right.
And that's not even connecting to anything else that you want. If you want to hook up your PlayStation, you want to hook up your DVD player, your Blu-ray player, anything else. So that's why there's everything in the back. Luckily, they label everything really clear. It's actually very easy to figure out. What makes it hard is the fact that you got to put it down where you want to put it, and they get to run the wires around everywhere.
So many
wires. And then you're trying to look around the back as you're trying to look in the front. It's just, if you're old like me, you don't want to bend over, and it's hard. It's hard on your back. It's hard to read when you don't have glasses like I do. It just takes effort. So it'll take you half a day to put everything together and get everything wired up, quite frankly. And particularly if you're not sure how big your room's going to be and you got to get your own speaker wires, which you have to buy separate. They don't come with speaker wires. Your speakers don't come with speaker wires usually. You have to buy them separate. And you got to fish them around. You got to make sure it's the right length. Otherwise, you screw up, then your speakers won't go in the right place.
Speakers will all be like in one place.
Exactly. So that's the way it works. I love it. The Dolby Atmos in this thing, it's just, it's an experience and a half, yo. Seriously, Denon has done a really great job of capturing the Dolby Atmos. It boots up really fast, and when it's playing, it's the subtleness of the sound. It's just hard to explain. It's just so much better than having a sound bar. Having a receiver with speakers is, I mean, if I were to quantify it, because the soundbar system that we had, I thought was great. And I would say, like, I was going to rank that as 7. But if I did rank it that high, I would have to say this experience is a 10.
Right.
Which I don't think any experience is a 10, because that means that there's no better speakers out there, and there is. So I would say if this was ranked a 9, I would have to go back and re-score my soundbar system and maybe give it a 6. That's how much better it is. It's going from like a 6 to a 9 to maybe close to a 10 if your ears aren't that savvy with the high-end speakers. Like I said, our system is just that good. All right, some other things I really love about the system. The front panel, I actually think looks really slick. It's a little more complex than some of the other ones that are out there. There's a lot of buttons here up front. But once you kind of get a lay of the land that, you know, the left side is to kind of pick which device you want to hook up to, and the right side is kind of like the side on like the audio settings. It's pretty straightforward. The fact that I also have HDMI inputs and USB inputs in the front actually makes it very easy to hook new things in. Like if you have a console system, just to plug it in and you're up and running. Very, very quick. It is heavy. It's like 20 pounds or so. So you don't want to have to like haul it out, try to stick stuff in the back. Very nice to have front end inputs. The other part I love about it is the 0.2. I've never had 2 subwoofers.
You can use 2.
Oh yeah, 2 subwoofers. It's really, really nice. I mean, the fact that, you know, you have the option for it makes it so that you have an upgrade path. Now, my recommendation is just to buy one really good subwoofer, and later on if you want to have 2, go for it, rather than having like 2 smaller subwoofers. 2 small subwoofers will never get you that deep rumbling feel of one good one, but the fact that you can have it, fantastic. It also supports turntables, which I don't use, but the fact that they have audio inputs in for this now, if you want to listen to like the old school records, is really cool. And the fact that there's a lot of people who are really now into that sort of like crackling sound, you can get that. That ain't for me. I like sharp audio. I'm not that old school. I appreciate the nuance of that kind of sound, but this feature I thought was really cool. It's like, you know, one of the things where sometimes when you move into the future, they cut out support for a lot of old stuff. The fact that they're supporting this in this system just goes to show you like the wide range of support of like devices it hooks up to. For a price of this nature, seriously, for $300 some receiver, this is one of the best values you're going to get on the market. Like, you don't even need to go used. Don't buy used, like a higher end system, like $700, $800 that is used. It's on sale for someone on Craigslist for like $200 or $300. It's a crapshoot, and quite frankly, this one gives you everything you need. So there you go, y'all. My review, highly recommended. The best mid-range receiver that is out there. You get it refurbished. It is the best value. Can't go wrong. After a week or 2 of usage now.
Oh, I love it. I want to watch a movie every night.
Every night.